it's Roywood Jr. And we were just talking in the break about what we're watching on TV, and so we're going to talk a little TV. All right, The Hollywood Reporter says that Emily in Paris has just been picked up for not one, but 2 more seasons by Netflix. And I got to tell you, I produced a show on Netflix called Santa Clarita Diet. I know how that studio functions, and this is a big deal for them to grant 2 seasons to something. So it's obviously going gangbusters. I'm so happy for them. And I got to say, I binged the 2nd season in one day. What are you currently watching, Roy? What are you binging? What should we all be watching?
I am finally at a point with regards to just my workload where I can actually plug back into stuff that's on TV. So
Yep.
I'm devouring sitcoms right now. Grand Crew on NBC, I love, and Abbott Elementary on ABC. I think it's 2 of the best shows out right now.
They're saying Grand Crew is like the new Friends.
Yeah, I like Grand Crew because it's just black people just hanging out and being black and existing and paying bills and dating, and it's not slavery every 2 lines. It's like, we know the stresses of being a minority, but also it's dope to just see people just existing in their world and just dealing with everyday dating and the mundane all the way to the extreme.
Okay, and is there any stand-up? Because I have been watching your special that's coming out, and I'm freaking out. I love the filler talk. I love when you're saying about the one cast member who has to take one for the team to like tell historical movies. I was just like eating it up. I love it so much. So obviously we're all gonna watch your show. And that's going to go in the little yellow book as a suggestion, which is our personal curation of everything we think you should get, watch, check out, buy, have in your life to make it better. But is there any comedy that you think we should look out for?
There are 2 stand-up comedians that just had Netflix specials that I thought were really funny. Well, there was Naomi, there was Brian Simpson, and Janelle James. Janelle James plays the principal on Abbott Elementary.
Okay.
Like, so, like, just very, very funny stand-ups. But if you go watch the stand-ups on Netflix, there's a lot of great comedians over there right now. You know, when you look at where we are as a country, you know, and like, let's take Bob Saget.
Yes.
When you look at the stretch of work that he did for decades, and it's easy to forget just how much someone delivering a laugh to you on a weekly basis, time and time again, all the way from America's Funniest Home Videos, all the way to Full House, all the way to Full House. Like, to be able to do that and impact people, you know, it's a gift and an honor. And the people who do it well, you know, they should always be celebrated.
I think that's why they've always been my heroes. And Bob Saget was an incredible person. I hung out with him one night. I'll never forget it. It was at this hotel in Hollywood, and I was sitting with him and Joe Cocker, and we were throwing some drinks back and hanging out. And I remember laughing because he like talked dirty and said swear words, and I had only, you know, I'd been watching him on Full House, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. Yeah. I can talk the way I talk in front of him. Yeah. And he was just so lovely and real and funny and cool. And when you see this outpour, even his last tweets were so gracious to people. And comedians do an incredible service to humanity, and they should be seen as that.
Yeah, I just think it's important to remember that every comedian is just trying to heal you while healing themselves.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Well, on that note, I think, you know, maybe all of us could tell each other a joke, or if somebody you know is going through it, do everything you can to lighten their load, make them laugh, and be appreciative of all the comedians out there who are brave enough to do that for us.
Thank you.
Including Roywood Jr.
Yes,
Thank you so much for coming to this desk
Thank you
today.
for having me.
It is an honor.
Thank you.
Don't forget to check out Roy's brand new comedy special, Imperfect Messenger, coming to Paramount Plus on January 19th. I've seen it. I love it. You're going to love it too.